gal.
Hey guys, welcome to Get Life Podcast. Umai.
Sorry,
dead.
God. That's your phone.
That is my phone.
That is your phone.
But we're keeping it in the recording, and Fat Pigeon is outside. My man, Fat Pigeon, what's going on?
Do they even know about Fat Pigeon?
No one knows about Fat Pigeon, but it's going to be a real thing today.
Right.
We're going to be talking about bubble tea.
Guys, I'm going to pour this into my bubbly tea.
See,
I made the decision too wide.
No, it doesn't matter because we ordered bubble tea from Coco.
Oh, I didn't even shake. Oh.
That's your business. But today's about bubble tea. We're going to pierce into this bubble tea.
I done messed up.
That was not
Paper
good.
straws, are they kidding me?
Paper straws. That's why we have to pierce them with knives.
Oh, I didn't shake it.
Remember that song? Shake, 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 shake it.
That means my drink is just going to melt. My straw is just going to melt.
Yeah, well, saving the planet. Bubble tea. This is like the only bubble tea place that I think does plastic straws, not plastic straws. What the?
You spill everywhere.
Yeah, anyway.
The tapioca is really chewy.
Yeah, so before we get into it, I just want to thank our sponsors, Japan Crate, Crunchyroll. We'll get on to this. We're going to talk about bubble tea. Georgina, when did you start bubble tea? When was your first experience with bubble tea?
I think it was about 4 years ago. About 5 years ago. 4 years ago.
What happened?
We just found this. Oh, you took me to Bubbleology in
I found
Westfield.
No, it wasn't Westfield.
It was. My first one was in Westfield.
It wasn't in
White
Westfield
City,
because it wasn't
Stratford.
in Westfield because the first one that I tried it.
But we were in Stratford where I tried it. Or maybe it was White City. But I remember we were in Westfield.
It was probably Stratford.
And it was... I can only honestly explain one of the worst bubble tea experiences ever. I can't even remember what I ordered, but I think I ordered like a fruit tea, like strawberry or something like that. With
I'll be real with you.
With like passion fruit pearls or
Bubbleology is
and like tapioca pearls, and it was nasty. It was disgusting.
Bubbleology, I think if you've never tried bubble tea before, don't go to it because it just ruins your thing. It's like it's too sugary. It's juice with bubbles.
It's not tea.
It's not tea.
It's not really enjoyable. But then I think afterwards, like a couple of months later, we walked around. I said, guys, I want to give bubble tea another chance, another shot at it. But this time we were in Chinatown, and I found this place called Kapacha. Well, I ordered, I either get the passion fruit black tea or passion fruit green tea, and I get strawberry popping pearls, and that's amazing. And that might tend to be my go-to drink. But recently, when I go to places like
Bang Bang.
Bang Bang, yeah. What's the place in Bang? Chai Time.
Chai Time, yeah.
Chai Time. I tend to go for a passion fruit green tea with apple popping pearl, the green apple ones, and it's really good.
I love that.
Recently, I feel like I'm getting more into like a taro milk tea with just normal tapioca pearls.
That's
the one I have now. I've also added in pudding because I wanted to see what it
by the way? Because
I can't taste it.
Yeah, because I don't know. Like for those who don't know, pudding is kind of like similar, like Japanese style pudding. You know, it's kind of like that.
Because it's a paper straw, I can't seem to get it up the straw.
It might be that paper straws are like. I don't mind paper straws anywhere else, but for bubble tea, no.
I actually want to try T4.
T4, oh my god. We'll talk about T4 later on
good.
And our favorite bubble teas. But to be honest with you,
I literally you could have told me that. I literally just told them my whole order.
What?
My go-to drinks.
Oh, you can do that, but
I told them now.
No, I'm talking about T4 though. But we'll talk about T4 after the break a little bit and our favorite bubble tea places. But I'll be honest with you, I started bubble tea. My friend Eric and Daniil, I'm giving them a shout out. I don't know if they're listening, but it was Eric was like, oh, you guys want to try bubble tea? I was like, okay, cool, we'll try bubble tea. And I think he took us to Bubbleology, which surprised me because Eric is really good with this stuff and we liked it. And we're like, oh my God. But maybe he decided, okay, we'll ease him in with Bubbleology because he's never tried bubble tea before. Do you know what I mean? So he eased us into Bubbleology and I liked it, but it's too much sugar, man. Too much sugar. And it's not bubble tea. It's just juice with pop in pearls on it, and you could do that at home. You go to
when I go for a fruit tea, I really like to taste the black or the green tea in it. Yeah.
And then after that, I just started hating Bubbleology because we started going there a lot, and I was like, ugh, Bubbleology is shit.
I just tried the pudding. It's really good.
Oh, nice.
What
kind
really
of taste is it?
It just tastes like a normal Japanese pudding.
Oh, okay.
Like a lighter flan, like kind of like flan and creme caramel, but lighter and a bit more softer the texture.
Okay.
Is softer even a word? I don't even know.
Yeah, no, softer is the word. I think for me,
good. I think I prefer it over the pearls.
Definitely. Like I can't eat the pearls anymore. I think I have like a reaction to them because it gives me headaches.
Is this from cocoa?
Yeah, the bubble tea that we got today is from cocoa. It's the only one that actually delivers in our area via Deliveroo. So that's why
really
I went for that.
Yeah, it's really good.
But we've tried so many different bubble tea places. I'm not sure. Was this your first time from Coco?
Yeah, my first time trying from Coco.
Yeah, I tried Coco one day because the Coco's in a mall. So I went into the mall and I was like, you know what? There's a new bubble tea place where Millie's Cookies used to be, because that's where it is, right next to McDonald's. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll try this thing called Baba Gaga. But the problem is, like, they have some weird names for shit. But at the end of the day, this Coco place, unless it's milk tea, there's no point getting it. Because their fruit tea is either mango lemon or passion fruit.
Yeah, passion fruit.
And what I like about other places like Kapacha is the fact that you can get any flavor you want in Kapacha. They've got it.
No, actually, I think Kapacha's the best one in terms of
of flavors and options. They have everything. I don't know how that is because it's such a small shop.
The only one I haven't really tried yet is, like I said, T4. And what's the place next to is it Happy Lemon?
Happy Lemon. I don't know if that is right. Yeah, Happy Lemon. I don't know if it's a bubble tea shop though, because it's not. To me, it doesn't seem like bubble tea. Like I don't know. There's something about it.
It's kind of like cocoa in a way.
Like it's not all tea.
But do you know what's so annoying? Like this tea tastes really good, but I'm really annoyed from these paper straws. I feel like I usually like to nurse my drink. And I feel like I have to drink it really quickly, or else I'm not going to be able to
get to the topping.
Yeah.
That annoys me about it, but it kind of ruins the experience of bubble tea a little bit. Later on, we also have a DIY bubble tea that we've got from Japan. This is actually from our Japan crate.
I might have to borrow that straw later.
You might need to borrow the straw because they've given us a plastic straw, but it's basically like instant ramen in form of tea. But it doesn't taste like ramen, but it's like add water and it makes bubble tea for you. So we'll try that.
Have you seen the bubble tea ice lollies?
No.
Do you know like tiger bubble tea?
Oh my, that is something I need to try.
But it's in an ice lolly version. Oh, there is a Bang Bang tiger bubble tea.
There is tiger bubble tea. What is that though? Because I don't know what tiger bubble tea is.
I think it's I keep tuning these tapioca bells. I think it's like caramelly. You know the sauce they put on top. I think it's just all like black caramel or like and it's milk tea with tapioca pearl.
So that's what I'm saying. Does it change the flavor, or is it like just like a how do you say, like a design type thing that they do on the cup?
No, I think it's like, do you know how they have caramel flavored tea?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that.
No, I know that, but what I'm saying is that is it mainly for the look, or is there like a different taste to it? Because I've never tried it, and obviously because I'm lactose intolerant, so it's not always the best for me to get milk tea, but. Unless I have my lactose pills. But what is the difference with tiger bubble tea?
I think it's just all sugar.
Pure sugar.
Just pure sugar.
But that's another thing, right? When I get bubble tea, I used to go all in sugar, but now I get 0 sugar.
I can't imagine doing 100% sugar because I have this at 50% sugar and it's already really, really sweet.
That's why I go 0 sugar. I think for me, right, I feel like a lot of the toppings add sugar to it, and they already add a little bit. Even if it's 0%, they have to add some sugar. The one I got from Coco has no sugar in it. The only problem is these guys don't mess around with sugar. Like no sugar means no sugar. There's literally nothing in here. So I should have done like 30% sugar next time. But that's just how it is.
I think next time I might have to do 30% sugar as well. It's really sweet.
It is really sweet, but I didn't want the sweetness. So
I think next time as well, I might not get the tapioca part. I'm into the pudding. I think next time I'm just gonna get taro milk and pudding.
What I got this time, I got this thing called Lemon King. It's basically lemon green tea.
That looks really good.
With a whole lemon inside of it. I don't know why they
like I imagine ordering that and then walking around like Holland Park or something like that.
Yeah, on a hot day I think
a nice hot day.
And I got not grass jelly. I got coconut jelly.
I've never actually tried the jelly because usually I'm allergic to the jelly because they usually have like, is it IU jelly?
IU jelly, which is fig jelly, and then they have different type of jelly, which is grass jelly, but they're pretty similar in texture. This jelly, it says coconut jelly on it, but I think it's the same type of jelly, just a little bit more gelatinized because I don't think it's made out of coconuts. I think it's coconut flavored.
Maybe it's made from the coconut cream.
Maybe it could be, but I don't see a coconut taste in it, or there's not much coconut taste in it. I think they might have called
generally coconut though doesn't really have much of a taste.
Thing is though, when you go for a bubble tea, you're gonna get it large, isn't it?
I can go for a medium, but my only issue is I don't like too much toppings. When you get like the medium, it's the same amount of toppings. I feel like the amount of toppings they put in a medium is
Yeah, they need to adjust it for the large.
too much
What?
for the medium.
No, look, let's be real. You have like 1 spoon of boba.
No, but I although I quite like the pearls, I don't like too much pearls.
I know that, but I mean, the appeal of bubble tea, right, is the fact that you've got a lot of different toppings, and I know a lot of places charge you. What I like about Kapacha is that they don't necessarily charge you that much.
One free topping.
One free topping, but then
I think maybe they changed it now.
they might have. But last time we went, it was 1 free topping, but then you can also get other toppings as well, and they're not that expensive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here, like, not all of the drinks even come with toppings. This didn't come with a topping. I had to pay extra for this grass jelly, and I paid like 50p. And I think that's a bit extortionate. And it's only like 1 spoon. I think they need to adjust it depending on how much thing. Because I'm expecting half to be toppings.
To be fair, you're the kind of person when you walk into Kapacha, you order like 17 different toppings, and it's like me. I like the tea or the milk tea behind it, whereas you're more of the toppings kind of person.
Toppings for me, but at the same time, it depends on the place, because some places have really shit toppings. And some places have really good toppings, right? This Coco has some very basic toppings. T4, for me, we're going to talk about T4 in a little bit, but I have to say T4 is about the tea. The tea stands out. Kapacha, also the tea stands out.
But Kapacha is also the toppings.
Topping as well, but I think for me as well, Cha Time toppings is king in Cha Time. Because they've got so many different types of toppings. And I think no matter where you go, because they also do like regional toppings as well. Like, not regional, but wherever you are in London, you might get exclusive toppings.
I think they were doing like a Hello Kitty one time like promotion where
they do stuff like that.
Kitty, like,
but I think that's because they're massive. Like I think they're also in Taiwan as well. So because I only found out about Cha Time because when I was in Chinatown, we went on this uni trip and they took us to a pub, and me and my friend Po and Sven, we didn't really like going to the pub, right? So Po was like, this is near Chinatown, I'll take you to bubble tea.
It's pudding so good. And
he took us to Cha Time, and I didn't know what Cha Time was or anything, but he took us to Cha Time, he ordered us some bubble tea, and it was legit. And since then I've been going there. So I think it depends on where I'm going. Like for me, what I like about Kapacha is just so many different flavors. Like, what's your favorite flavor combination from Kapacha?
From Kapacha, if I'm going to Kapacha, I really like their fruit tea. So I either get like a passion fruit black tea or a passion fruit green tea, and I always get strawberry popping pearls. And I have to get it either 30% or 50% sugar, more ice. I don't know. I love the ice.
This is the thing I don't get about you.
I'm regular. I like my drinks extra ice and cold. Like, I'm the kind of person when I go into Nando's and I know it's an unlimited refill, I don't usually refill it more than once. But I like a crap ton of ice in there. Yeah,
but the difference between Nando's...
It's like the difference. It's like 20% drink.
And then the rest
80% ice.
I get that. But Nando's, you get unlimited refills, as you said. So you can go up and go refill it.
But then I don't. I just like ice.
The problem is ice. I need ice. Friends.
Ice. I need ice.
From the Diet Coke, you and your eyes. But what I think is about Nando's okay because you can refill that drink whenever you want. With bubble tea places, I've noticed that the more ice you get, the less tea you get, and so I'd never order ice.
But then
unless it's really hot.
I like an extra ice. But see, I can't. This paper straw is actually really annoying.
It is annoying. It's taking the enjoyment out of the bubble tea.
Yeah, I can't even get to my pudding. It's like my straw is already melted, and I can't even drink my pudding.
And you can't pierce it with a paper straw. That's the cardinal sin of bubble tea. But for me, in terms of Kapacha, I at first I used to get their fruit tea, and then now every time I go to Bubble Cha, that's a new place, Bubble Cha. Every time I go
Bubble Chai. Oh my god!
That's our bubble tea place.
That is it.
Hell yeah, we're making that.
We're gonna do that.
For me, I've been going for a lot of their like straight up teas, if that makes sense. So jasmine tea, oolong tea.
Like more traditional teas.
More traditional teas, but they've got some really interesting wacky flavors. They've got Japanese rice tea. They've got popped rice as well, and which is like it tastes so different. This is Kapacha.
Kapacha.
But they also
when did they include that?
They were doing that from a while ago when they were doing like a oji cha, and they were doing like all this different.
Oh, I do
flavors.
I do like an oji latte.
Well, not a latte. Well, they do. I think they do ojicha latte, but I just do ojicha or oolong tea or whatever. But for me, chrysanthemum tea, like the flowery teas.
Which ones? I don't even know what that is.
It's a tea made out of a flower.
But is it the one that changes color?
No. I mean, it's not one of those blooming teas or anything like that. But I like those floral kind of teas, like rose teas, stuff like that. It's very interesting. And usually, what I don't get any popping pearls. So I get those tea, and then I might get like a boba with it, or I might get like a lychee popping pearls. Sometimes, I mean,
yeah. Sometimes the combinations you do does not make sense.
It doesn't make sense, but there's some.
I can't imagine anyone getting milk tea with juice pearls. I can't imagine it.
One of my favorite teas from Kapacha though is their Yakult tea.
Yakult tea is really good.
But the thing is, right, they do Yakult tea at Coco, but it's listed contains dairy. The other Yakult tea from Kapacha is not listed as milk tea. It's listed as actual tea. Because for people that don't know, that Yakult doesn't include lactose in it. So I can drink that. I don't know how that works, but they do it on another level. It actually tastes like you're drinking Yakult mixed in with tea. I don't know how that works, how that combination works, but it's really good.
I really do. I quite like Yakult. It's got a nice flavour to it. But my favourite of all the milk tea flavours, you don't get me wrong, I do like a matcha tea, but my favourite has to be taro. I like anything that's taro flavoured, whether it's ice cream, cake. Tea.
Oh,
yeah,
taro cake.
Yeah, taro cake. Not tried it. You tried it with me.
Ube cake. That's different though.
How's it different? It's
Ube
similar flavour.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
But it's similar flavour. But anyway, I've tried taro ice cream, so it's really good.
I love it.
That dramatic pause.
I love it.
I love it.
You know what I don't like about this?
What?
The lemon takes a lot of space. I'm not gonna.
But it looks
this.
like a nice fresh lemon tea. Oh my god, that's literally like a whole lemon in there.
That's a whole lemon.
I thought it was sliced, but it's not.
No. They said in the thing that they include a whole lemon. I thought they mean a juice of a whole lemon, not a whole fucking lemon.
Literally, oh my god.
It's annoying though. I don't like that.
It's not even. They just literally cut off the ends of the lemon and just dunked it in there.
Because look, I can't get to my.
I
toppings.
think you should take a picture of that and just put it on your Instagram later and be like, lemon tea.
Lemon tea.
Lemon tea.
Like shit. Look, I regret this lemon tea choice. It was alright, but I can't get to any of the toppings, and the lemon takes a lot of space.
Yeah, you can't even get to the jelly at the end.
Yeah, it's annoying. That being said,
that's probably why it didn't originally have toppings. And
yeah, because the lemon. But are you gonna eat this lemon? If it was a candied lemon, then I would allow it. But this is a whole lemon. No,
rip off the lid.
That's some stupid shit. Why would I do that?
No, rip off the lid because you're at the end of it anyway. Rip off the lid, take
out
out the lemon, and drink the rest of the jelly.
But that's not the point. If I was walking outside in a garden or in a park or something with my bubble tea, I'm not gonna be fishing out the lemon. That's some stupid shit.
Well, to be fair, that's probably why they didn't originally have toppings in there.
Yeah, but who would order a bubble tea with a whole lemon in it? That's stupid.
Loads of people like lemon tea. What's your issue?
Yeah, lemon tea, not a whole lemon.
I think it's fine.
Lemon water.
I feel like they put too much tapioca in here. It's just...
That being said, we're going to go on a short break. We'll be back after this little break. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about other places like T4. So see you in a little bit.
Before we get into the ads, just want to shout out our coffee page. If you guys want to support the podcast either monthly or through a one-time donation, we really do appreciate it because coffee doesn't take a fee. So all of the amount of money that you're going to be donating goes straight to us. So that's really awesome. We do have goals set up on there, like for podcast equipment, for artwork and things like that. So anything you donate is going to go straight back into making this podcast a better experience, a better show. We will be using it correctly. So I will assure you that. So that is ko-fi.com/getalive podcast. Thank you. And back onto the ads. Now it's a better time than ever to be an anime fan with Crunchyroll that has the world's largest anime collection. You can watch new episodes 1 hour after they air in Japan, enjoy access to unlimited ad-free anime, read hundreds of chapters across dozens of manga titles, and save with exclusive Crunchyroll store discount. So if you guys go to crunchyroll.com/kunai, that's crunchyroll.com/kunai for your 14-day free trial of Crunchyroll Premium service. Remember, you guys, we love Crunchyroll. We use them on Kunai. I personally love them. I personally use them all the time. We've been going to Crunchyroll events for a long time sponsor of the podcast. And you know what? They are the best place to watch anime legally online with over 30,000 episodes. And at the moment, if you're listening to this, they've got the largest fall lineup in history for fall 2022 with over 40 simulcasting titles. That is insane. So join Crunchyroll with our link, crunchyroll.com/kunai for 14-day free trial. In addition to that, You've got different perks with your premium service. You can either go with your mega fan, you can go with fan service, or your mega fan for 12 months. Personally, the biggest savings that you're going to make is if you do your mega fan option. If you live in the UK, that's only £60 a year. That's VAT inclusive. That's cheaper than any streaming service at the moment, especially if you're into anime. You got all your anime pretty much in one place. That's no ads, unlimited access to the Crunchyroll library, new episodes 1 hour after they air in Japan for your simulcasts, access to your digital manga, streaming on 4 devices at the same time, as well as offline viewing. You would not believe how many times offline viewing has saved me. Beyond the tube, there's no Wi-Fi, there's no 5G. I'm like, I want to watch anime. Boom. I'm watching Overlord. I'm watching Dr. Stone. I'm watching Naruto. I'm watching DBZ. You've got it all on Crunchyroll. That's crunchyroll.com/kunai. That's crunchyroll.com/KUNAI. Back onto the episode.
And we are back. We've got some
So we
snaps.
had, but let's tell them about the issue we had. So our straws melted.
Yeah, some
So-
shit straws.
I had to, because I don't have any other straws in the house, especially boba straws. I had to pour my drink in a cup, and obviously because I got pudding in my drink, I've got a spoon. I'm eating the pudding and drinking the tea out of a normal glass
that's
cup.
so
It's a
stupid,
disaster.
What if you were out, like I said, you're in a park and you're enjoying your bubble tea?
I would have to take more than one straw.
You would have to. Like, what is this bullshit? Okay, I get paper straws when you're eating at Starbucks or whatever, but come on. Like,
Remember, even in Starbucks and even in McDonald's,
it gets annoying.
it gets annoying.
I get it.
melts.
Okay, cool. It's greater for the environment. I'm not arguing with that, but for bubble tea, you're really gonna need some sort of sturdier straw. I hate the fact that you get paper straws. That's some bullshit. Or maybe I would invest in like a reusable straw.
But do they sell boba ones?
They have to. They definitely have to. Like a stainless steel bubble tea straw.
Like seriously, I'm eating my bubble tea with a spoon from a cup.
Dead. That being said, we've got our snacks from Japan Crate.
It's good bubble tea, but it's the straw that just ruined everything.
Yeah, I know that it took out the fun from bubble tea. We've got our snacks from Japan Crate here. We've got some mochi that has this sort of dust on it. Apparently it's like a cooling off dust, like an icy dust, if that makes sense.
Oh, I thought it was sour.
No, it's like a dust that is like supposed to cool you down. I don't know how that works. We've got them in 3 different flavors. I think there's strawberry, I think that's might be plain, and then this probably is ramune. We also have umaibo, and what I love about umaibo, if you've seen shows like the gashi kashi and stuff like that, is that basically it's a corn puff similar to a Cheeto. It's a massive Cheeto.
Oh, I do love a Cheeto.
And they tend to be in different flavors. It's odd because you rarely get sweet flavors of umaibo. They tend to be very like beef tongue and that kind of stuff. And
Ooh, yeah,
no, beef tongue
yeah.
is good though. But they've got like corn potage and stuff like that. But this is actually lemon flavor. I don't know how that
flavored
works.
puff.
We'll try it. We'll try the umaibo
Sure,
first.
it's not like lemon and something else.
No, it's lemon. It's lemon flavor.
Lemon flavored puff. How does that work?
This doesn't actually have the hole in the middle. Usually umaibo has a hole in the middle. Smell that. That smells like a pancake. You know
Ooh,
the
it
those
smells really,
pancakes?
yeah, like lemony. Ooh.
The lemon pancakes that did we do an
But
episode
I
about
just can't
pancakes?
imagine lemon. Just
In a corn puff.
Yeah, just stand lemon in a savory treat kind of.
I don't think it's meant to be savory though.
Is it sweet?
Oh, I haven't tried it, but I think there's sugar on it. Let's taste. Mmm.
Oh my god!
It
It tastes like lemon and sugar pancake, but
It
in
does.
This is messing with my mind.
I know, Japan, you've done well.
This is actually really good.
You do get a slight aftertaste of corn, but the lemon and sugar, oh boy.
I remember when you were in like primary school. I know we had this in the UK, and it was like Shrove Tuesday, and all the teachers were like the teacher assistants would make lemon and sugar pancakes for everyone.
That was it. That's the flavor.
Lemon
Nostalgia.
sugar grapes, yeah. Oh, but I like the aftertaste because it clears the lemon and sugar.
It is. It's a good palate cleanser. The next thing what
Oh,
we
that's
have
actually
here,
ooh.
and usually, by the way,
I think I would prefer this treat if it was savory though, because I can't understand the textures together. They work, but it's messing with my mind a little bit.
Yeah, true. It does do that a little bit. The next thing we have is this mochi. I don't know how this is going to work because we have to cut it, but I don't know what flavor this is. This is the pink one. There's that cooling dust. I don't know.
It doesn't really feel like a mochi though. It feels more like a gummy.
It's weird because I'm not tasting any flavor from it. I think this is just straight up mochi. And then that dust. The dust is kind of odd.
It tastes like a really melted Turkish Delight.
Oh yeah, it does actually.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm a fan of it because I don't really like Turkish Delight. It's too sweet.
But this isn't that sweet. I think, yeah, as you said, this might be similar to a Turkish Delight in that sense, but it's got the gelatinous
Yeah, because
qualities.
it doesn't feel like a normal mochi. It feels like a very soft but still together Turkish Delight, and tastes like one as well.
Yeah, you can tell it with the plain coloured one. That's basically a Turkish Delight.
They're all the same flavour,
I think so.
but the colours are nice.
Colours are nice. And the sugar on it makes it even taste more like a Turkish Delight.
We've got white sugar all over our table. This does not look right.
Nice. It's weird. I'm not into that.
It's
I thought
okay.
it was mochi, but look, it's advertised as mochi. That's clearly a Turkish Delight.
It's Turkish Delight because mochi has more of a less sticky.
Actually, this one has a slight ramen flavour.
Yeah, I think I prefer the green one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit better, but
But I didn't like the other two.
yeah, because they were basically Turkish Delights. I mean, if you like Turkish Delights, you might enjoy that, but obviously that's not real mochi. It might be, but it wasn't the best. Anyway, T4.
T4.
You've
I've never been.
there. I love
No,
T4.
but
They've got a few locations in London.
the one in Canary Wharf is the one that I really want to try.
Last time I was in Canary Wharf, it wasn't open. They were just building it there.
Yeah.
So I haven't tried the one in Canary Wharf, but I would love to try it there. It's in the station. I think it's closer to the DLR station than it is to the tube station. But I've tried T4 outside of Westfield. And as it stands, it's the most expensive bubble tea that you can get in London.
T4.
Yeah.
Generally, nowadays, bubble tea is really expensive. I remember back in the day, it was like £3.50. Or £3.
Yeah, I think
It was £3.75 from Cupboard. I'm sure of this when it was large and you had a popping pad in
I
there.
think, to be honest with you, it's because
It's become popular.
it's so
now.
popular now. So everyone's selling it. There's a lot of competition. They have to kind of raise their prices. But to be real with you,
I feel like each place has its own unique.
yeah, they have their own unique selling point. And what I like about T4 is the fact that they don't go crazy on the flavors.
They don't. Do you know
It's
what?
more
I
traditional.
quite like a traditional bubble tea with a limited
Limited menu.
menu.
But I think Kapacha makes that crazy menu work.
Yeah, no, Capucha, I feel like it's the only place that makes it work.
But the rest of them don't. But T4, what I like about T4 is even their toppings are not crazy. Okay, they always have your standard coconut jelly or whatever, but what I love about T4, their jelly is really good.
I've never tried jelly and bubble tea before.
I love
It's
it.
not for me. Because generally the places that I've been to in the beginning, it was always fig jelly and I'm allergic. It's never been anything else. Like, not everywhere does grass jelly, not everywhere does coconut jelly.
It's true. But what I like about it as well is that there's always a queue. If you go to a bubble tea shop and you have to queue outside, you know it's good.
Capucha always has a queue.
Not anymore though. I found it a bit weird because since they opened like Happy Lemon and then Cha Time,
No, but even when they opened Happy Lemon next door, it still had a queue.
still had a queue. But the last 2 times I went into Capucha, there was no queue. I just walked in and walked out.
Because it depends what peak it's usually a queue around peak times.
True, but I mean it's not as popular as it used to be because we
But
used
then
to
again,
be
like
in
even
Capucha every
in
week.
Chinatown, there's a lot more places now.
A lot more places. Like
There's like even places that do like matcha lattes, hojicha lattes, Japanese places.
you know what it might have been? It might be that ice cream shop across the street.
Yeah.
That kind of.
Or like because bubble tea is more like a dessert or a snack. It's not like, oh, let's grab bubble tea and then let's go eat something. It's like
It's you
too
have
much.
it to sort of
Whereas
end the day.
now
I
in
guess.
Chinatown, or Soho, when you walk around, there's a lot more dessert places. A lot like there's Bingsu now, wasn't there before.
Yeah.
There's places that do desserts like crepe cakes, wasn't there before. There's places
bubble
that do
waffles.
bubble waffle, green tea latte places. Like, did you not see like Chinatown's different now because across where it used to be like a bunch of shops and shopping malls, they knocked it all down. Now they're rebuilding it. Now across Capucha, it's all dessert shops.
Yeah. Olenstein as well is on that corner.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's like there's a lot of redevelopment,
Completely changed.
but at the same time there's a lot more shops that are opening. More like I would say like high class shops in the sense that it's like designer food outlets. I don't know how that works, but they're upping their game, and I think it's causing everyone else to react.
And
to
like even in places like Covent Garden, there's a lot more dessert places as well now. Like it's the area's changed.
It's changed a lot since the last
There's
time.
more
we went.
options, whereas back in the day it was literally just that one Capucha place and maybe a couple of other places.
What I also liked about that was that Capucha was very cozy, like because it's such a small place.
A small place.
Because it was such a small place, it was like you'd stay in there, maybe have you could not have your tea in there.
But I remember Capucha was one of the first bubble tea shops there was in the beginning. Yes, there was some other ones.
There was Bubbleology, but that's not real bubble tea.
No, but let's say real bubble tea shops because Bubbleology is not real bubble tea in my personal opinion. I remember in the beginning it just used to be us and obviously the Asian community, and then you would see cosplayers in there after Comic-Con. Like, it was just either weebs. Is that what you call them?
Yeah,
Weebs. And Asian people in that shop. But now it's come to a point where you don't have to be into like anime and like all that kind of stuff, and you don't have to be Asian just to enjoy bubble tea. Everyone else is starting to latch onto it.
Yeah, it's become very mainstream, because even I was speaking to the owner of J-List, Peter Payne, and he was mentioning on the episode that we did with him that bubble tea is recently in Japan, it's become super big out of nowhere. And I'm guessing that might be from, you know, Chinese, Hong Kong and Taiwanese influence. But it's amazing, because it's like they're just getting that in the country and they're just enjoying it, and they're making up these weird flavors. Because I've been to places like Japan Center are starting to do bubble tea. The stuff that they have for their bubble tea is on another level.
What do they have? I don't even know Japan. I've not been to Japan Center in ages.
I'll be real with you, Japan Center's bubble tea is odd, because it's not there's no tea. It's like they start off with juice and stuff. Yeah, they do like ojita and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time I had a Ribena bubble tea. I don't know how
Ribena, like, was the actual flavor called Ribena?
No, it wasn't. They said blackcurrant, but it was basically
Ribena.
It was Ribena mixed in, instead of diluted with water, it was diluted with green tea.
That sounds good.
It's insane.
But that sounds good.
It's insanely good. And then they had these sort of Ribena popping pearls.
That actually sounds really good.
It's insane.
Japan's just taking it to another level.
Japan Center is taking it to another level, but obviously that is British inspired, because obviously Ribena is a thing you can only get pretty much in the UK.
I think only exists in the UK.
Yeah, well, it exists everywhere else, but other places haven't really latched onto it. But Ribena bubble tea, that's that's some good stuff. But they've also got like crazy stuff as well. They got like, what I've noticed is a lot of bubble tea shops as well that don't just do bubble tea. You know what I mean? Japan.
Oh, isn't there like one place in Chinatown that does bubble tea and fried chicken? It's a Taiwanese place.
I've never heard of that.
I'm adamant there
bubble
is.
tea and fried chicken.
I'm pretty sure maybe it's just a fried chicken shop and they do bubble tea, but I don't know why my mind just thought it was bubble tea and fried chicken.
A lot of places do a lot of desserts as well. They're expanding
because
into
apparently
desserts.
I haven't tried this, but apparently Taiwanese fried chicken is the best fried chicken. I've not tried it, but this is what I've been told.
I've heard good things about it. We might do an episode on fried chicken and just get Taiwanese, Korean, Japanese, and just try all the great fried chickens.
Great fried chicken.
But I've noticed that there's a lot of these other, like these bubble tea shops that have other stuff, because they've noticed that, hey, people are sort of oversaturating the market. There's a bubble tea shop every like 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Like, my favorite would have to be the traditional ones, because you can't get better than that.
You can't. But at the same time,
the rest is juice.
I've noticed that
it's fun, but it's juice.
There are bubble tea shops that are selling bingsu, and there's bubble tea shops that are doing shaved ice and stuff like that. Because Japan Center does the shaved ice, and they put boba on top. I don't know how that
Japan Center does a lot of things now. That when I walked in there, all I could get was like a yakitori, literally.
Yeah, but I mean now they're doing a lot of experimentation. So it's like if you go to the one in Westfield,
I really like the bakery there.
The bakery is okay, but I mean,
It's the little poppy seed and lemon biscuits and the green tea and the green tea and the hojicha biscuits.
That was legit. I'm not gonna lie to you, but there's
Earl Grey. Sorry, it was
Earl Grey. But there's a lot of experimentation going on with bubble tea, and I think it because of the fact that it's mainly either juice or tea, and there's so many different types of tea out there. You could, if you wanted to do it at home, you could.
They sell the pearls separately
in Winyip. You can go
in any
Asian supermarket.
Stores,
I think because we live very close to Winyip. I'm not gonna say which one, but
well, you kind of made it bait.
The Croydon. Croydon and Winyip.
Yeah, sure. We live in Croydon.
Yeah. Well, no, but really,
we live in China.
we live in Shanghai.
Shanghai. There's a Wingyip there, right?
No, I doubt it.
No, but there's a Wingyip in China somewhere, sure.
No, there is not. Why
I'm pretty sure when you go into Wingyip, they have pictures there. Maybe it's not called Wingyip.
It's probably a different name.
Yeah.
But real talk.
But they have pictures of other stores around the world when you go into that Wingyip.
I think they might have them different names, but real talk, yeah. You go into an Asian supermarket and you can actually buy.
Yeah, Siwu as well, I think.
Any Asian supermarket, you can actually buy. You can actually buy the boba in bulk.
Yeah.
Either dehydrated tapioca, or you can buy the popping pearls.
I get scared doing that because apparently they say if you don't make boba correctly, you don't store it correctly, it can be
poisonous. Yeah, you can kill someone with it. But that's at the same time, it's like you don't need to have tapioca pearls. You can actually have
popping pearls.
You can have popping pearls. You can buy the jelly. You can buy any toppings. You could do a bubble tea maybe with fruits. I know I've seen some places do that, like actual fruit pieces. That would be interesting. Or I don't know. I'm trying to think.
There's some places that do flavored, like it's usually the traditional jellies are like grass, coconut, coconut fig.
Mm.
Doesn't Kapucha do like?
Not capucha. I know. Who
No,
you're
no,
talking
no,
about.
no. Chai time. Chai
They do
time.
apple
Yeah.
jelly and stuff like that, which is amazing.
Apple jelly, apple and jelly, and they're all
Apple
jelly.
jelly.
They're
No.
all jelly. Oh, apple jelly.
Apple jelly. Apple jelly. Cherry jelly.
Oh, I
They
thought
do
you
all
said. I thought you were saying jelly was a flavor. I was gonna say that's not
no,
a flavor.
No. Apple jelly. They do like green apple jelly and stuff like that. It's kind of like McFizz in a way, you know what I mean? Like,
McFizz was good in Dubai.
oh, you know what? They need to McDonald's bubble tea.
Do they do it in Asia though?
They have to. I have to check this. A McDonald's bubble tea. If they did that, whoa, I would enjoy that.
But I imagine they wouldn't need to do it in Asia because the bubble tea there is cheap.
True, but imagine McDonald's could do it cheaper.
True.
McDonald's could do everything cheaper. Trust me.
True, but
Wait, I think this is real.
is it real? Did you find it?
Yes. Oh my God, Mac bubble drink. It exists
Oh my god!
in Indonesia.
Of all places,
I think Indonesia and
Is it popular in Indonesia?
and Thailand as well.
I was thinking maybe in
It's-
Hong Kong.
I think maybe in Hong Kong as well, but they do. It says here they do. All these ones have different ones. So some of them are in Mac Cafe, some are in China as well, and some of them do it as a float. So they'll put ice cream on the top because
Ooh, I can't
a lot of
imagine
bubble
that.
tea places do that. They put ice cream on top or cream on top.
No, I know they put like salted cream or caramel.
Some
cream,
places
yeah.
do that, yeah. Some places, man. Boba at McDonald's. Where is this? This is some insane stuff, man. Wait a minute.
No, but what I do want to try, because I know they sell them in the Korean supermarkets, because I saw one of the YouTubers buy their bubble tea ice cream ice lollies from there. I want to try that. It looks so
Let me
good.
tell you something. Germany
Yeah.
has McDonald's bubble tea.
No way! Of
Germany
all
has-
places, Germany.
Germany has McDonald's bubble tea, and they only do it in certain flavors. So they've got green tea, green milk tea, white tea, black tea, and then you can choose your flavor: peach, mango. What the hell is Grand Tafel? I don't know what that is. Caramel, lemon and lime, passion fruit, vanilla. And then
Sounds
you
so
can pick your
good.
topping. I can't speak German, but they've got passion fruit jelly, coffee jelly, mango boba, a mix of different boba flavors. And
That
strawberry
actually
boba.
sounds like a proper bubble tea shop, not
Yeah.
McDonald's.
This is McDonald's in Germany, in the Mac Cafe. So, hell yeah, well, it looks like we're going Germany.
Who knows? Gamescom.
Gamescom, yeah, man. Gamescom in Germany. We're gonna get McDonald's.
But is it like
boba.
in Berlin or is it like?
I think it's not worldwide,
Yeah,
German-wide.
German-wide.
If they do it in one place, they'll do it everywhere. But before we go on to a break, we also have instant bubble tea. We'll try that out and see what it is. I'm guessing the bubble tea in McDonald's is probably also instant as well, because there's no way that they're making proper bubble tea because they don't seal it.
Bubble tea.
Bubble tea. I'm sorry.
That's
I can't
another
speak.
shop we can call it. Bubble tea.
Bubble tea.
Bubble tea.
Brobble tea.
Boba tea.
Brobble tea.
Bro.
They do like oh wow, they've got like McFlurries inspired by bubble tea. It's insane, man. Germany. I wonder if Austria also has
We can ask.
we can ask Jacob, my guy, please tell me if there is. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna
message him now
call Jacob
on the podcast.
on the podcast. Give me a
This
second.
is too much pudding. I can't finish this pudding.
Oh, well, you gotta throw it away.
I drink the tea though. Tea's good.
We'll be back in a second after this short break.
Before we get into the ads, just want to shout out our coffee page. If you guys want to support the podcast either monthly or through a one-time donation, we really do appreciate it because coffee doesn't take a fee. So all of the amount of money that you're going to be donating goes straight to us. So that's really awesome. We do have goals set up on there, like for podcast equipment, for artwork and things like that. So anything you donate is going to go straight back into making this podcast a better experience, a better show. We will be using it correctly. So I will assure you that. So that is ko-fi.com/GetAlivePodcast. Thank you. And back onto the ads. Are you a fan of anime and Japanese pop culture? I know I am. So why don't you get your asses down to Sugoimart? All right, that's sugoimart.com. Alternatively, you can use our link getalifepodcast.com/sugoi. That'll take you to our special link on Sugoimart. That is getalifepodcast.com/SUGOI. And use our code GALP. That is GALP for 15% off on everything on Sugoimart. And you can use the code multiple times if you really love Sugoimart and you're like, hell yeah, I'm gonna go and purchase the best things that Japan has to offer: food and drink, beauty items, collectibles, toys and games. You can actually buy Gunpla from Sugoimart as well as a lot of things for your home: kitchen appliances, bathroom, bedroom stuff. They've got these really lovely Spy Family campus notebooks. I'm a big fan of stationery, as you guys know, and they've got that there as well. There's some really cool stuff on here. You can also purchase experience sets, which is basically like kits to make matcha, to make onigiri, and they'll provide everything basically. Whatever you want, Sugoi Mart has got it. They've got a lot of really cool stuff from Japan, and as you guys know, every sort of month or so they give us care package that we show off to you guys, which I think is pretty cool. So they've got really nice stuff included. They also sell Pokemon cards and a lot of genuinely hyped stuff. What we want to do is that we want to find out the weirdest things on the Sugoi Mart website and get Sugoi Mart to send them to us. So Sugoi Mart, if you're listening, let's prepare that. Let's just get the weirdest stuff and send it my way. And we'll talk about it on a episode of Umai. They've got some really, really nice stuff. If you want to get items from Japan quite easily, some really nice quirky items, then you can go to sugoimart.com, use the code GALP for 15% off on your purchase. They've got some really nice stuff, whether you're an anime fan, whether you're a fan of Japanese culture, or even if you're a fan of Disney. They've got a lot of Disney items on there. So experience Japan from the comfort of your own home with Sugoi Mart. Use the code GALP for 15% off. Thank you, Sugoi Mart, for sponsoring this episode of the podcast. And back on to the episode.
We are back for the final portion of the episode. We were supposed to call Jacob. He's not answering. Sorry, Jacob. You missed your chance.
Maybe next episode.
Maybe
Jacob.
next episode. If you guys want Jacob on, we'll try our best to get him on. Because
Do they even know who Jacob is?
Everyone knows who Jacob is.
Oh, Jacob's amazing.
Jacob is great, and we love Jacob. And Jacob's awesome.
my guy.
Is that Jacob?
Ooh.
Is that Jacob?
Is that Jacob?
He said, "Give me a few minutes." But in the meantime, we are gonna.
I wonder what he's doing.
So we've got our second round of snacks from Japan Crate. We've got these. I don't know what they are called. Let me check the name of them. We've got these special Demon Slayer sort of haichus, but they're not haichu, if that makes sense. We've got different characters on them. This was a special item in our Japan Crate. I've got Zenitsu on mine. I got the butterfly girl. I forgot her name. And best boy, Inosuke, the guy with the pig head.
What's this guy? This guy's cute.
That's Tanjiro.
Is he like the main?
He's the main guy.
Okay.
He's the main guy. And you also got Zenitsu. But
I'm
we also have...
I'm gonna watch Demon Slayer.
You gotta watch Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, great anime. But we also got these Meiji Kinokos. We've tried these before, the bamboo shoots, but these are actually mushrooms. So let's try them out.
I already tried it. It's good.
I can't open the packaging.
That was really good.
Shit. Let me open it. It's basically a biscuit that's topped with white chocolate and milk chocolate on it. So we'll do that. Damn.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really feel very great, so I feel like I'm tripping on these mushrooms.
Okay.
I'm
They're
tripping,
good though.
guys. They're good. They are really good.
They kind of remind me of Kinder. Yeah, they do. Don't lie.
The texture's a bit different.
No, taste the chocolate.
I tried the chocolate.
The chocolate on its own reminds me of a Kinder Surprise because it got that white
It's
chocolate.
good. It's a bit too sweet. I don't know why Japan likes their chocolate really sweet, but it's good.
Well, I mean, it's better than American chocolate.
American chocolate is just weak.
Yeah, it's not that good. But this is good.
It's dead. It's weak. Americans do not know how to do any chocolate.
We should try out Demon Slayer candy. I've opened my Zenitsu one.
I've opened the butterfly girl. I don't know what it is.
Wow, what is this flavor?
It's nice. I tried one. Flavor's good.
Smells.
But I don't know
quite
why
good.
Japanese like all these chewy candies, they just taste like plastic. The texture's like plastic.
They don't taste like plastic. They taste quite good.
Yeah. Oh, just the texture is like plastic when you chew it.
What that flavor?
Like it doesn't stretch. It just tastes like you're chewing plastic.
Is that like melon?
It tastes a bit like apple.
No, I'm tasting a little bit apple, but I'm also...
I'm tasting apple and cherry. Look at the packet.
And melon. I don't know though.
Look at the front of the packet.
The front packet doesn't tell you. Oh, it's peach.
Is it?
Yeah, that's peach.
Over there's raspberry though.
That isn't a raspberry.
What is that?
That's a peach. It's peach flavored. That makes sense.
It's good.
They used to do these Attack on Titan ones way back in the day.
Oh, I love Attack on Titan. Season 3. Oh my god, so good.
Getting gas for Attack on Titan.
I can't wait till season 4.
The lovely thing about these sweets is they've got little beans inside of them.
Do they? Oh, maybe that's what's chewy. No, the whole thing just tastes like you're chewing plastic.
They've got beans in them.
Beans, I didn't even notice that. I like the way they look, and I like how their candies individually wrapped.
Yeah, I mean, it can be a bit of a pain in the ass, but I guess
It's really chewy. I can't imagine kids eating this. This is a choking hazard.
for kids.
Literally, I almost choked on it.
I think this is for weebs. Anime fans, unite and join forces. Jacob, why don't you answer your phone? What about that, Jacob?
Oh, I can't even open it.
I love
But yeah, there's something about Japanese chewy candy. It does. You know how it's supposed to stretch and it's supposed to.
It's kind of like taffy.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's,
Like it's supposed to stretch and then melt a little bit, but this is just like chewing plastic.
I like that. I like it. I'm into that.
Or it's like, do you know chewing gum? Do you know when chewing gum goes hard? That is what
You
it's
know what?
like.
You know what I'm imagining? When you leave chewing gum,
No, you're just.
you take it out your mouth and you put it in like a tissue, and then you leave it in your pocket, and then the next day, you're like, what the hell? Why is there a rock in my
Oh,
pocket?
so you don't eat afterwards?
No, why would you eat?
Just
You
checking.
use chewing gum.
I
That's
thought you were
nasty.
gonna. I thought you. That's what you were gonna finish with. I was gonna say that's really disgusting, bitch.
Really delicious.
Ugh.
In the meantime, we should. Is there enough water in the kettle?
Yeah, there should be.
Okay, we'll try this out.
I don't want the tapioca powder. I just want to try this.
Okay, then it's part of the thing, so put it in the kettle. It's like a matcha tea latte. While Georgina does that, I like the idea of instant bubble tea. That sounds like a really great idea.
Yeah, for like on the go, or if you're at your desk at work and you want a snack.
Yeah. It sounds like a great idea, but it might be really bad.
Do you know what? I might. Or some of them do look good. When we were in the Korean market in Soho, I wanted to get one.
What? Instant bubble tea?
Yeah, but I have it at work.
I've never seen instant bubble tea before.
If I have it at work, everyone's gonna know I'm a weeb.
What? That doesn't make you a weeb though.
But everyone's gonna be like, what the hell is that?
What? Yo, I think it needs a little bit more. Because it says you have to add hot up to that line. It looks good though. Right, let's
How are you supposed to hold it? It's hot.
Shit.
Do you know what I mean?
How are we gonna hold it? Because it's hot. There was a
oven
sleeve.
mitts, but I have oven mitts, but
Yeah, but are you gonna really bring oven mitts to work?
no, you wouldn't.
No,
Like,
you
you're
wouldn't.
Walking about on a cold day, you wouldn't.
Hello? Jacob, you're on the podcast. How are you?
I'm good. What's up?
So, for people that don't know, Jacob, we wanted to confirm in Austria, in McDonald's, do they have bubble tea?
I've never seen bubble tea in McDonald's here. Oh.
Because
Apparently in Germany.
yeah, exactly. Apparently in Germany, in Mac Cafe, they do bubble tea. So I thought, okay, maybe the menu in Germany and Austria is like the same or very similar.
That's racist.
That's not racist.
That is.
It's not racist. It's because they're owned by the same company. Like their franchise is owned by the same people. So
What's the instructions? How long are you supposed to stir it
I
for?
don't know, Georgina.
Like, are these tapioca pearls gonna kill us? Because they don't look very cooked.
Well, we'll just leave it in there. Jacob,
Yes, that's me.
what do you think? You've never seen it before, or like?
Bubble tea in McDonald's?
Yeah, bubble tea.
Yeah,
in
they have
McDonald's.
it in Germany.
So I
In
thought,
Austria, in Austria, it's not even like on the menu.
okay, well then.
I don't think it is. I've never seen it.
So if it is, can you get some? And that sounds
I
so
mean, I
stupid.
can, but really though, I don't believe that there's bubble tea in McDonald's.
Can you search it?
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Yes, because if that exists, Jacob, then we need to go.
No, we're planning on going to Austria anyway when Corona's died down a little bit. But
Yeah, there's no bubble tea here.
So we're
we're not going.
We're not going. We're not going Austria.
We changed our
We
mind.
have a lot of different things, but like
Yeah, but
we
you don't have bubble tea.
Do you have like schnitzel in McDonald's? And that's like the shittest thing to do.
Why are we
Schnitzel.
going to Austria to eat McDonald's?
Dude,
No, but to be fair, every time I look at Jacob's Instagram, he's always eating at some fancy place. I'm saying when we go to Austria, we're going to all these fancy places.
yes.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
We don't want to eat McDonald's.
I want to eat McDonald's.
I mean, I want to try McDonald's, but any of these fancy sushi places and steak places we're going.
Jacob, I want to know something. What is the how do you say? I forgot the word in English, but what is like the best thing to eat at McDonald's
In Austria.
in Austria?
Well, right now, I usually go for like the seasonal stuff. Like, you know, they have like each month they have like new burgers or anything like
Yeah.
in offer. But usually, what you can get here, which is in my honest opinion, what's the best. Like burger, for instance, would be the McFirst beef, because like the beef tastes so amazingly fresh.
The
compared to, like,
McFirst
normal.
beef. Oh, probably first grade beef.
It's called McFirst beef, and it tastes way much better than the usual.
Because
normal
it's real
McFirst.
stuff. Because it's real beef. Imagine.
It just tastes like way fresher.
Damn.
Yeah, because you know when you eat a Big Mac, it just tastes like cardboard, the beef.
Yeah, because it's like frozen shit.
Yeah.
You know what? Look,
And then I also love. Well, of course, I love the French fries.
Do you guys have wedgies?
What?
wedges.
Potato wedgies.
Not wedgies.
What are you called?
Wedges.
No, they're
They're
called.
called
Wait, have I pronounced
Wedgies.
it? Have I been saying them wrong this whole
Yes.
entire life?
Can I get a wedgie, please?
I
Like-
thought they were wedgies, like
With sweet sour sauce.
no
Up in
sour
that
cream
wedgie.
and chive.
That sounds disgusting, man.
Wait, have I been saying them
Yes.
wrong the whole entire time?
I think potato wedges are like also like seasonal.
Oh, they're good.
They
I
are.
get them all the time.
I'll be
I
real with
love
you,
them,
yeah, No,
Jacob.
like another thing that before we cut you off, Jacob, we want you on this podcast. So if you want to come on,
We're just
Jacob,
using you,
we're
Jacob.
just using you because we wanted to know if it was in Austria. But
I know, you're just like everyone else, just using me.
I'm sorry,
We're
Jacob.
such a bitch, Jacob.
Jacob,
Sorry.
look, I'm sorry. We're gonna have.
Sorry,
you
I'm
on,
not sorry.
But I want to know what you want to talk about. What would be a great episode for this food podcast to have
Yeah.
you on for? Because
Yeah.
we need to know.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus,
How much time do you have?
I don't. Just give me one topic,
Give us
Jacob,
one topic.
and we might have you on like all the time. If people like
I
you,
can't think of something like right away.
wow.
What's your favorite food?
He's gonna say something like, well, wait.
What's
Georgina,
your favorite
what,
food?
Georgina, what do you think is Jacob's favorite food?
Sausages.
Sausages.
Yeah.
Sausages.
Yeah.
What kind of sausage?
Furts.
What?
Furts? Frankfurt?
Frankfurters.
Yes.
Frankfurters.
My favorite food's actually either burgers or pizza.
See, I knew he was gonna say
We
burgers.
can talk about burgers and we can compare it to
Burgers or
Austria.
pizza.
Burgers.
Pizza's good. Pizza's good as well.
You know what? We burgers.
We didn't do a burgers episode
We
yet.
didn't do a burgers episode.
We did pizza.
Pizza, actually.
No, we did a burgers episode.
Did we?
No, we did a pizza episode.
Burgers and pizzas.
But I don't know. I
We're
see.
doing a sushi episode.
You
Oh,
know,
sushi, we
could
didn't
that.
do
No, we
sushi.
didn't do that because there's not many great sushi places.
There is, but we can talk about the ones in Austria and the ones in
I've
Dubai.
been to so many sushi places, we need to.
I love sushi.
So-
I'm down for that.
So you guys have heard it here first. We're gonna get Jacob on
To speak about sushi.
to speak about sushi, and we're not gonna record this call like this. We're gonna do it properly. But this is just a one-off thing. Jacob, thank you for your appearance today.
Bye, Jacob.
Jacob, I'll talk to you
Jacob,
later.
like my picture on Instagram.
No, Jacob,
Comment.
don't like it. Be like, this is shit.
Do you know what I've actually messaged all my friends and I've messaged my family saying, guys, I posted a new picture on Instagram. Can you go and like it?
No.
Half my Instagram likes are
Did you
lies.
just hear that? No.
What do you mean no? I always like your stuff and I always comment.
Yeah, because
as
Jacob's
well.
stuff is good.
Oh yeah, that is true. That's the difference.
Like Jake.
Yeah, my pictures of my cat are really precious.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
Anyway,
And
say hi to Molly for me.
Molly the cat.
Hi to Molly from me.
Yeah. Oh, shut up. You know what? I'm gonna hang up now.
Okay, ciao, Jacob.
That was
Let's
just
play Dead or Alive again soon.
no, because you're too good.
No, you're too good. We end up losing.
We end up losing.
We're
So
still
not
losers.
doing that.
I'm not paying £20 a month for a PSN just to get my ass whooped on DOA.
That being said, Jacob, talk to you later. Love, bye.
Bye.
Take care.
It's true though. I'm not spending £20 a month to get whooped on DOA by Jacob.
That being said, we've got our bubble tea.
Yeah, but the tapiocas don't look right.
We don't need to eat the tapioca. They look dodgy. So
They
let's
do
not
look dodgy. 'cause I
let's
don't
not
even
try
know if
that.
they're cooked.
Let's not try that, gazers. Okay, it looks great.
It does look good though.
We've got our proper plastic straw because you know Japan doesn't care. They don't give a fuck about the environment. Although they do a lot of recycling.
I really like the straw.
Are you gonna keep it?
No.
Keep the.
But there, it's bendy at the top. I've never seen that.
I've
in,
never
like,
seen a bendy bubble tea
Yeah.
straw, but that might be interesting.
That's good. So you can direct the
Direct the
balls.
balls.
Direct the balls into my mouth.
No.
That sounded that's what I was saying, but it sounded really weird. It's really hot. I can't explain.
Because it's done with hot water.
I burnt my mouth, but it's good.
Is it?
It's really good.
You think it was better than the bubble tea that we had today? No, you know what? This is too hot.
It's too hot. I drank it, but I burnt my tongue. But it was good. It's fine. I'm not going to be eating anything for the rest of the day, so I don't need my taste buds. But it was really good.
Ooh, it smells really good.
It's a really good matcha green tea latte.
Yeah, I don't know how that's possible. That being said, I really did enjoy that. That was a great bubble tea. It's still hot. I think maybe if you added ice to that.
No, my mouth is on. I burnt my tongue. I can't taste it.
Have your pudding. Maybe that's my
No, I
fault.
don't want to eat my.
Well, that's your business,
It's too much
geezer.
pudding.
That being said, I think that's the end of the episode.
Yeah, I think that's the end.
I think that's the end. That was a great place to end it. If you guys also like bubble tea, be sure to follow us on Instagram at Get Life Podcast. That's our page. We might be posting bubble tea and stuff there. Maybe tell us where you've been bubble tea. If there's in your area, wherever you live in the world. If you live in Germany, tell us about McDonald's bubble tea. Big thanks to our sponsors, Japan Crate, Crunchyroll, and yeah, bye.
Bye.